We all need our space. Space to come together, space to create, space to heal, and space to be a community. That's what we do at the MAH, bringing the past, present, and future together. Welcome to the Santa Cruz Museum of Art and History. I'm Rob Wolf, Executive Director, and it's my pleasure to invite you in to our 25th anniversary celebration. The Santa Cruz Museum of Art and History serves all who live, work, and play in broader Santa Cruz County. Founded on the idea of using art and local history to bring people together, we are a symbol of how urban space can be revitalized as a thriving center.
This place brings together, in a very important way, our sense of history. The past is always present, and the future is always present. It's a place of real grounding in a sense of community that reflects a larger arc of history.
Our 25th anniversary is a celebration to honor the past and anticipate the future, ushering in a new era for the museum and the community we serve.
The MAH is my hometown museum. It's alive. I think it's vital. The beauty just exploding out of the street with music, or at Evergreen Cemetery, which is a sacred place.
The MAH is one of the most forward-thinking creative museums in the country, known for three things: community collaboration, eclecticism and interdisciplinary work, and being a museum without walls.
I had no idea all the things that they had going on until I was there all the time, and it's incredible. This is what I created while I was there. This is one of the pieces.
Community collaboration.
Community involvement has been one of the key assets. Get all sorts of people in through all sorts of different ways.
Bringing people together and bringing community together. So after the experience, our community is more centered. Our community respects each other.
I love it when I see all peoples and cultures represented in different exhibits. And they're very conscious of this. To me, it makes it so much more interesting.
Everybody from seniors to my 6-year-old can come here and participate in art, get their hands dirty, and really feel part of a creative community.
They've documented the course of art in Santa Cruz. They're the art stenographers of Santa Cruz. They're keeping the history, and the MAH is taking account of all of that and participating in making it.
Interdisciplinary and eclectic.
Every visit to the MAH, you never know what you're going to find, and you find extraordinary art and cultural events, fire dancing. Every time you come to the MAH, there's an exciting eclecticism and interdisciplinary nature to it. It makes it so much fun to visit.
How do you separate art from history or history from art? It's like separating the dancer from the dance. They're one and the same. The museum has always been a place for not only finding aspects of my own life, but also finding, cores and strengths in our community. A reflection of our community, a place for our community to come together, and a place for our community to envision the future.
It's a place for people to come. It is a museum, but people from the community can come, learn about history, learn about art. Art and history is together here. It's an interdisciplinary thing.
Interrelations all the way through. I really believe that I cannot give a history lecture without pointing to the art involved, and vice versa. You can't show photographs of the Civil War without talking a little bit about the Civil War and what it meant.
To have a place where we can all gather and engage about art and history and the big questions facing us as a community is invaluable.
Museum without walls.
When people come to the MAH, when they come to Abbott Square, they become more creative, more engaged, more interested, and go out into our downtown, and it makes our downtown and our entire community more creative and engaged, and makes this whole community so much more vibrant.
It's where the community comes together, where there's interaction, not only within the museum, but in Abbott Square and elsewhere, out in the community, so that people are constantly learning and engaging one another about the art and history presented in the museum.
A lot of the art and the collaboration that they do in the community doesn't happen inside the MAH, but they're out in the community doing things. It definitely brings art into the community, and in turn, the community ends up showing up in a whole different way, and then it changes them.
Sometimes the mall does something that just really hits you right in the heart, in the psyche. And when it does that, it explodes boundaries and it brings a love into your heart. It expands your ability to understand and to love and to act. And that is transformative. The mall does that. Like the surf exhibit, for instance. Like the opera from Mackindalay at Evergreen. Like the Chinese Gate. That's really daring.
We've had community pop-ups all over the place. I mean, from Watsonville up to Davenport. People at the pop-ups are welcome to bring any things they have concerning the history of the area. It's a gathering time not only for the people who lived in that area, they could walk to it.
That is a way to bring the history and art to other people in the community. It definitely takes it to them so they can experience art and history away from here. For instance, with the art museum years ago when the earthquake happened, we had no building. So we constructed this art box. It was like in this truck thing that we could take around to the community so people could experience art. Kids could experience it, people could experience it. So that's a way to take it to people that otherwise wouldn't see it, perhaps.
Over the coming years, the MAH will expand on our proud 25-year history as a center for the intersection of art, history, and civic life. Our hope is that the MAH becomes more than just a place you go, but a collection of creative and cultural experiences that really meets our community wherever they may be, indoors, outdoors, off-site, or online. We thank our donors, volunteers, and collaborators for their tremendous support, and we look forward to working with new friends as we continue to pursue new horizons. A renaissance of art, culture, creativity, and community is upon us. By recognizing the institutions and individuals who make our creative economy flourish, we can harness it to the benefit of all. On behalf of all of us at the MAH, thank you for your generous support these past 25 years, and here's to the next 25 years together.